Hi guys, how are you? And welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria, and today I want to introduce you to a new project that I came up with, which will be Project Progress. This is kind of diverted from Project Pan, so it's kind of like a faux Project Pan. And the reason why I'm calling it Project Progress is basically I have a very minimalistic makeup collection. I have thrown out all my stuff last year. I've done the video here where I'm explaining what I'm getting rid of and I think what I'm keeping. However, things have changed since then. I have upgraded my makeup bag. This is actually a neat makeup bag. I did need a bit of a bigger one because I had like one or two items that were like scattered around and didn't fit in my other makeup bag, so I got a bit of a bigger makeup bag. This is literally all the makeup that I have. Nothing is hidden in any closets. I want to show you every month how I progress with it. I actually made two goals that are makeup related for 2021. One is a no buy, so there will be another series on my channel where I will be monitoring my beauty purchases with you together. And the other goal that I did is I have to minimum wear eyeliner, mascara and a brow product every day. Let's start. So I was meant to introduce this at the beginning of Jan. However, January was a write-off for me. My year basically starts on 1st of Feb. However, I did preparation for this project already back in December. It was on the 20th of December. What I'm going to do is I introduce my products today, plus how much I have lost since. Okay, so I've got a spreadsheet. I've hidden categories that are not applying to me, and I've basically filled out all my products with the weight for the first month, the next month, and then what's the various. Starting with the category concealer, I have two in this category. One is my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the color Vanilla. Has a really good dip in there. I use it with my finger, I use it with my brush. When I introduced it back in December, it weighed 30.18 grams and now it's at 29.94 and we lost 0.24 grams. Not surprising, I use that almost every day. The next item on the list is my BECCA Under Eye Corrector. I do not use it every day and I rarely use it in combination with my concealer. However, there's also a good dip in it. Also using it with the brush or with the finger every now and then. And I also mainly use it inside here. So literally I have like a bit of a blue mark here and a blue mark there. So when I introduced it, it was at 42.91 and it reduced to 42.88. That's a reduction of only 0.03. I haven't really used it that much. Next item on the list is my powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless powder. It's like the very fine milled powder. As you can see, I have hit pan. I bought this roughly a year ago, but I don't use powder so often. I've jumped onto the cream product train on days where I use all cream. I do not use my powder today. I did use it all over the face, but I literally dab in once or twice and then just dust it over. Like I really use a little bit of it. When I introduced it, it was at 58.02 and it dropped to 57.84, which is a good progress of 0.18 grams. But then also remember, this is really finely milled. It picks up a lot. The next category is bronzer and contour. I do not have contour. I have two bronzers. For someone who is a minimalist, I think it's a lot, but it is what it is. First item is my Hourglass Ambient Diffuse Bronze something. I always have issues pronouncing this. That was in my Project Pan last year. We have hit pan. I love this bronzer. I do not exclusively use it as a bronzer on days where I can't be bothered with eyeshadow. I literally would put that in the crease. Anyway, when I introduced it, it was at 84.63 and it dropped to 84.46. That's a progress of 0.17 grams. If I would go to work every day, we would lose around the 0.65 mark. I have tried and tested that with my Project Pan last year, so I really know how to get use out of this one. The second item in my bronzer category is the Milk Makeup. This is really hard to get in Australia. I got this, my friend went to Copenhagen in December 2019 and he brought me that back. That's the matte bronzer stick, bronze matte in the color Baked. I literally feel like I haven't even scratched the surface on it. I use it with a stippling brush. I have used it in January, December. When I introduced it, it was at 74.28 and dropped to 74.25. That's a loss of 0.03 grams. That's fine by me. Next category is blush. In here I have also two blushes. I have the powder blush and a cream blush. Here we have again the Milk Makeup. That's the small lip and cheek blush, cream blush. When I introduced the Milk Makeup blush, it was at 19.97 and it dropped to 19.2, which is a loss of 0.07. It's a good loss, but again, I don't feel like I have barely scratched the surface on this one. The second blush in the blush category is an oldie but a goodie. So a couple years ago I bought the Urban Decay Backtalk palette. As you know, that's like a face and an eye palette. I have depotted all my eyeshadows and my blushes. So this is Double Take, a really nice blush. I'm basically weighing this as with the pan. When I introduced this blush, it was at 7.97 grams and it dropped to 7.96 grams. This is a product that I have been struggling to use even in my project pan last year. It's so pigmented. You really just need one dab with your brush on each cheek. You do not need much unless you're a person that likes a lot of blush. I don't. I like it very subtle. I think this will be a slow burner even if I use it every day. The next category is highlighters. I have 4. Very ambitious. I did not want to go crazy with my project progress, but it's just like all my products and I'll just show you the progress, I guess. Starting with my beloved BECCA X Hatice Schmidt Berlin Gold Glow. Best highlighter on earth. As you can see, I've hit already pan. I have this highlighter for 2 years. I do not use it every day, but I'm wearing it today. I hope you can see it. It's like a very nice wet look. When I introduced it, it was at 60.48 and now it dropped to 60.46. I'm not surprised by the progress that it's so very little. I only use it every other time because I have 2 more highlighters. So it dropped by 0.02 grams. The second highlighter in this category is my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless. All the writing came off since I threw it in the bag. The thing is with this one, I use it on days when I use cream products. So when I use my cream bronzer, my cream blush, I use that as a cream highlight. However, what I have started doing lately is I'm mixing it into my foundation. So this will be like a kind of a double agent. When I introduced it, it was at 135 grams and now it dropped to 134.72. So that's a really good progress of 0.28 grams. I'm really happy with the progress on this one, but I almost use it every day. This month, I'm also introducing 2 more highlighters. So I had initially 2, but I bought another highlighter. I didn't need it, but I had a nostalgic feeling. So I'm introducing the Mary Lou Lou-manizer. That's a mini. Look how cute it is. It just fits just barely into my palm. I'm introducing it at a weight of 20.71 grams today. We'll see how I go. As I said, I alternate between these 2. And the 4th highlighter will be also a double agent. And that's from my Urban Decay Backtalk palette. This is Party Foul. As you can see, I have hit pan. What I started doing it, I'm a bit into shimmery blushes. And instead of going out and buying a new shimmery blush, I use this actually as a blush topper. So that's my double agent here. A, I can use it as a highlight, and B, I can use it as a blush topper. The Urban Decay products from the Backtalk palette are products that I want to use up. They're just getting old. I'm introducing it today with the weight of 6.63 grams. My next category is eye primer, and in here I have the MECCA Zoom Stick. That's like basically a stick eyeshadow in like a flesh color. It's really good as an eye primer. Eyeshadow sticks really well to it and it makes colors pop. When I introduced it, it was at 12.3 grams and now it dropped to 12.23, which is a decrease of 0.07. This one I use every time I would do eyeshadow. The next category is eyeshadow. I have 1 single eyeshadow in here. This is also from the brand MECCA. MECCA is our Australian Sephora. It's like a nice champagne color. When I introduced it, it was at 19.58 and today it's 19.54. So this is a use of 0.04 grams. Next category is eye pencils. I got 3. I have got the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On. I have not used it in the last month. It did lose weight. Don't ask me how, but it lost weight. When I introduced it, it was at 5.25 grams and it dropped to 5.23 grams, which is a loss of 0.02. Last product in this category is the Morphe. It's a brown eye pencil. It's smudge proof. It doesn't go anywhere. Once you put it on, it's there. It doesn't go away. When I introduced it, it was at 7.3 grams and now it's at 7.28 grams. I used it once. Third last category is brow products. I have 2 in there. If you come from my other channel where you watched my Project Pan, you know how frustrated I was with my Benefit Groove Proof. I just wanted it gone. At some point I kicked it out of my Project Pan because I just thought it needs to go. I'm sick of it. I couldn't see it anymore, but I have again a Benefit product in my project, and that's the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I bought this before I knew how sick I got of the Goof Proof, but I must say I do enjoy this one 10,000 times more better than the Goof Proof. Famous last words. So when I introduced it, it was at 7.25 and then it dropped to 7.24. So that's what I mean. Like we will be losing 1 gram and then it will go up by 3 grams and then we will lose 1 gram again. Second brow product in this category is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Auburn. When I introduced it, it was at 47.6 and now it dropped to 47.52. That's a progress of 0.08. I guess that's a good progress. I really don't need much. I really use just a teeny tiny bit. I feel like I wipe off more product than I actually put on my brows. Second last category is a lip tinted lip oil. Haven't used it. However, it lost weight from 18.34 to 18.32. 0.02 grams lost. Really good, really happy. Don't know how I lost it. Maybe I did use it and I just don't remember. Last category, guys, is lip balms, and in here I have the Tatcha Kissu lip mask. Crazy expensive product, but it works. And when I introduced it, it was at 45.15 and today it's 44.75. That's a progress of 0.42. This is our biggest progress of this month, but I'm not surprised. I do use it every single day. Last item on my list is the Nude Stick Lip and Cheek Balm. I have used almost every time I went out and didn't forget about it. It's nice, it's hydrating, so but I wouldn't use it for the cheeks. When I introduced it, it was at 9.18 and I sharpened it today. I did, as I said, I used it when I remembered to use it and it was more often than I thought. However, it dropped to 8.96 because I sharpened it. It was literally flat. It was flat and it was unbearable to use it, so that's why I sharpened it today. That's my products in my project progress and what is in my makeup bag. You might have noticed that I have a couple categories missing, and these are mascara, fragrance, eyeshadow-ish, lipsticks and foundation. For foundation, I do not use foundation every day, so I don't think I will get a good use out of it. The next category that is not in here is eyeshadows. That's because I have depotted all my eyeshadows. I could potentially target 1 or 2 specific eyeshadows that I use. However, I do not. I use whatever I feel like, and sometimes I do not use eyeshadows at all except for my bronzer as an eyeshadow. So this is a mix of Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam and Sultry eyeshadows. Next category is mascara. It's because I use mascara and then I replace it. There is literally nothing to, progress on. Fragrance, I'm not incorporating fragrance this year. It's just really frustrating, so I can't be bothered with fragrance this year, so that's the reason on fragrance. And the last category is lipsticks. We're wearing masks, we're in a pandemic, I do not leave the house. I try to remember to wear lipsticks for my videos. So how am I gonna keep myself accountable for it? I have a habit tracker where I will actually note down when I wear makeup. We will just see how the progress goes. Now we're coming to the end. This is my introduction and first month progress of Project Progress. Faux Project Pan, basically. If you like this kind of video, please subscribe. I will be updating every month This is my commitment to YouTube, to YouTube beauty. It would be nice seeing you on my channel. Comment, like, it would really help me out. And with this, I will see you in my next video. Bye!